Welcome to California, United States, Part 3. Are you ready for a journey to explore the coolest corners of the United States? From the top-notch beaches like Laguna Beach and Catalina Island, to the dreamy roads leading to Big Sur, the Bixby Creek Bridge is a stunning sight that attracts countless likes. Let's wander through the fairy tale houses of Carmel-by-the-Sea and admire the charming painted ladies in San Francisco. Let's wander through the fairy tale houses of Carmel-by-the-Sea and admire the charming painted ladies in San Francisco. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any of the journeys. Pack your energy and let us embark on this journey together. "3 days and 2 nights in Los Angeles. A luxurious experience for only $800. Every morning, the sound of the coffee grinder from the Rusty Bean gently fills the air, carrying the rich aroma of caramel with a strong, bitter taste. Griffith Observatory is a white castle located at an elevation of 1,135 feet, where you can touch the history of astronomy and gaze at the sprawling city. As I descend the slope, Venice Beach comes into view, with street artists who create paintings using sand, the sound of a skateboard gliding along the boardwalk at Universal Studios. A place where a cold, salty butterbeer melts away the heat of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Unlike the fairy tale charm of Disneyland, this place pulses with cinematic life through every film set corner, from the scene where the Terminator's printer to the lively Transformers battle. The biggest surprise in Los Angeles is located in Pasadena, where the green-tailed parrots soar among the branches of ancient cedar trees that have migrated from South America. If you crave a journey that blends culture, art, and nature, grab your backpack and go. Share with me your most memorable experience in Los Angeles. Please follow me. A tourist is visiting Santa Barbara for the first time. I stepped off the bus after a long journey of 95 miles from Los Angeles, a bustling city making way for the bright blue sky, and the Santa Ynez Mountains rise majestically to 4,000 feet. Unlike the noisy Los Angeles, this place invites you with the gentle sound of the waves. And State Street is lined with palm trees. Santa Barbara takes pride in its dishes made from local ingredients that delight diners with fresh sea urchin. Fishing from the English Channel, enjoying pasta at small restaurants by the shore, stop by the Tuesday Downtown Farmers Market, the place where strawberries are incredibly sweet, and handmade goat cheese. I quickly became immersed in the journey of watching humpback whales dance in the Pacific Ocean. In the evening, the Funk Zone with its unique art galleries and small bars offers a different experience that is not noisy. While many other coastal cities only have seagulls, I was amazed by the thousands of monarch butterflies in Elwood Mesa every winter. When I saw the lazy seals lounging on the beach at Carpinteria, is very different from the shyness of wildlife in other areas. When the sunset paints the beach in shades of purple, I understand why this place is called the Riviera of America. Santa Barbara does not need to show off. It captures your heart with its simple beauty. Five reasons you will fall in love with Pismo Beach from the very first moment you arrive. Some say California only has Santa Cruz or Malibu. When I first set foot in Pismo Beach, I felt as if I had stepped into a peaceful painting that nature had specially crafted for the central part of the United States. I chose to stay at the Seacrest Oceanfront Hotel, where every morning I wake up to the sound of waves crashing right below the balcony. The room rate is around $200 per night, which is a bit more expensive than nearby areas. But in return, the ocean view is breathtaking with no obstructions. The biggest difference of Pismo Beach compared to other beaches is that you can drive directly on the sand. I rented a Jeep for $80 and ventured through sand dunes that rise up to 500 feet. The thrill of navigating the rugged terrain is worth it to watch the sunset from the top of the slope. In terms of cuisine, Pismo is famous for its flavorful clam chowder at Splash Cafe. This place uses fresh ingredients caught on the same day, preserving the natural sweetness. In the evening, I visited the Pismo Beach Farmers Market and tried the grilled corn cake spread with honey, a rustic flavor that is hard to forget. The only downside is the morning fog, which sometimes obscures the view. Therefore, if you go to the beach after 10 o'clock in the morning, you will fully enjoy the golden California sunshine. Pismo has its own quiet charm without the noisy amusement parks. Instead, it offers peaceful spots to help the heart find calm amidst the rush of life. San Luis Obispo, home to the world's most unique bubblegum alley. If you are looking for a peaceful destination where mountains embrace tree-lined roads, then San Luis Obispo is the answer for you. The first stop is Bubblegum Alley, a 70-foot-long alley with colorful chewing gum stuck all over the walls. It may sound strange, but this unique feature makes visitors both laugh and cringe. From here, you can walk 1 mile to reach Mission San Luis Obispo de Tolosa, a 250-year-old historical site with beautiful Spanish architecture, where the church bells gently ring every afternoon. Bishop Peak is a mountain that stands 1,544 feet tall and is located 3 miles from the center. The journey of hiking 4 miles along the trail will take you to the summit, where a breathtaking view of the lush green valley awaits. Firestone Grill is famous for its delicious tri-tip, slow roasted beef over wood fire served with a mildly spicy barbecue sauce. If you love fresh, you will have the opportunity to taste local wine and buy olives directly from the straight branch in the garden. The only drawback is that the nightlife is quite quiet. Coffee shops close at 8 in the evening, but in return, you can enjoy a peaceful night listening to the sound of the stream flowing from the San Luis Creek Lodge. San Luis Obispo is for those who want to pause and feel every breath of the earth and sky. Come here with a pair of hiking shoes and an open heart. Waking up in the ancient pine forest at Post Ranch Inn. My experience here feels like a dream between the mountains and the sea. Highway number 1 winds along the 90-mile-long coastline, with each curve hiding a perfect spot for taking pictures. When you stop at Bixby Creek Bridge, the iconic bridge that stands 260 feet tall, you can watch the waves crashing against the cliffs under the fiery sunset. This time I chose to stay at Post Ranch Inn, a resort nestled among ancient pine trees. The minimalist design blends seamlessly with nature, and each room offers a view of the Pacific Ocean. Waking up in the morning, the sound of birds singing and the faint scent of pine makes all fatigue disappear. I visited the famous restaurant Nepenthe, known for its herb beef burger with tender and flavorful meat served with crispy French fries. Continue the journey to explore Pfeiffer Beach with the mystical purple stone arch that only appears when the tide is low. McWay Falls, an 80-foot waterfall that cascades directly into the ocean, offers a scene that is as beautiful as a painting. If you are lucky, you may spot a bald eagle soaring in the sky or a humpback whale breaching in the ocean. The only weakness is that the winding road can easily cause motion sickness for sensitive individuals. At the end of the journey, I sat by the campfire at Kirk Creek Campground, listening to the sound of the waves and gazing at the starry sky. If you love the wilderness and want to find peace, do not hesitate to grab your backpack and hit the road. The #1 travel destination in California that few people dare to visit. If one day you suddenly want to escape the noisy world, you should visit McWay Falls. Located amidst the lush green trees of Julia Pfeiffer Burns State Park, this 80-foot waterfall cascades down onto a sandy beach that resembles a white silk ribbon against the blue ocean. Unlike the crowded waterfalls in Yosemite, this place offers a serene beauty that is truly breathtaking. I arrived here at dawn when the morning dew still clung to the leaves. The winding trail is 0.6 miles long and leads through ancient cedar forest to a cliff with a panoramic view. A small corner with a rustic wooden fence is the perfect spot for a photo opportunity where you can see the water meeting the sea, creating an absolutely stunning scene. Do not expect to find a coffee shop or lively games here. McWay Falls offers you the whisper of the waves, the salty breeze, and a sense of peace that is rare to find anywhere else. Wear athletic shoes because the ground is quite slippery after the rain, and remember to bring binoculars to watch the seahawks hunting. The parking lot can only accommodate 15 cars, so make sure to arrive before 8 in the morning. Do not attempt to go down to the beach as there is a barrier, but the view from above is enough to captivate you for an entire hour. McWay Falls awakens the senses with its pristine beauty. Take a deep breath to harmonize your spirit with the rhythm of the ocean. If you love places that are one of a kind, this is the perfect stop just for you. The bridge makes millions of tourists hold their breath when they stop to take in the view. As the wheels roll along the winding downhill road of Highway 1, you will encounter the Bixby Creek Bridge standing tall, connecting two mountain slopes and inviting travelers on an emotional journey. With a height of 260 feet and a main span of 320 feet, it is a stop that makes the heart flutter. Completed in 1932, Bixby Creek Bridge is a testament to the construction techniques of the Great Depression. More than 300,000 tons of concrete and steel were meticulously assembled, creating a gentle curve amidst the pristine wilderness. Unlike the magnificent Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, Bixby exhibits a refined beauty that harmonizes with nature. Avoid going on weekends or holidays if you do not want to be crowded. Bring a jacket because the sea breeze can cause the temperature to drop suddenly. If convenient, stop by the small cafe located 2 miles south of the bridge where they serve clam chowder made from fresh clams, enjoyed with a breathtaking sunset view. Bixby Creek Bridge is simple without any boat tours or amusement parks, only the sound of waves crashing and the moment of facing the vastness of the sky and earth. Bixby is not for those who are afraid of heights or noise, but if you dare to stand on the edge of the cliff where the clouds float beneath your feet, that moment will become an unforgettable memory. What does Carmel-by-the-Sea have that makes people willing to spend $300 just to sleep for one night? Carmel captivates with the pure flavors of the sea. Unlike the fried seafood in Santa Monica, the chefs here celebrate the natural sweetness of Dungeness crab through a method of steaming with herbs. Bottles of red wine from the Santa Lucia Valley, which is only 15 miles away, will make a candlelit dinner even more complete. If Monterey attracts with its vibrant aquarium, Carmel invites you to take it slow. Stroll along Ocean Avenue and get lost among the art galleries hidden in the alleyways where the artworks tell stories of distant voyages. Unlike the crowded sea lions of San Francisco Bay, the rocky shore of Carmel is a kingdom of seabirds. They perch in flocks on the cliffs, spreading their glossy black wings as if carved from volcanic rock. Avoid visiting in September when the food festival causes hotel prices to double. Instead, April offers vibrant wildflowers blooming on the hillsides. To save money, consider renting a bicycle since all destinations are within a 2-mile radius. Carmel is beautiful, but it is not for those on a tight budget. A night stay averages $300, and a fancy dinner can cost up to $150 per person. Do not forget to bring a jacket even in the middle of summer because the coastal fog is always waiting to tousle your hair. As the sun sets behind the pine trees, the golden lanterns flicker along the small street. Carmel-by-the-Sea gradually reveals its enchanting beauty that touches our hearts. Where to go, what to eat, and what to do in Monterey. A memorable 24-hour journey. Follow me as we step onto Fisherman's Wharf. Let us trade the noisy amusement parks for kayaking through the kelp forest. Monterey Bay hides a world where sea otters crack open shells on their bellies. The jellyfish shimmer like neon lanterns at the bottom of the aquarium. I drove along a long road that is 17 miles long. The place where the cypress trees twist their trunks cast shadows in the sunset, completely different from the palm tree-lined beaches of Southern California. Winter in Pacific Grove, it makes me hold my breath when thousands of monarch butterflies appear. The eucalyptus forest is fully covered and the wings are dyed golden across the sky. Nearby gray whales surface in the water during their migration, spouting a misty column of water toward the horizon. This scene cannot be found in tropical waters. I avoid the crowds by exploring Point Lobos at dawn, where tide pools reveal starfish and crabs scuttling about. Afterwards, I have dinner at a local corner on Alvarado Street, where they serve soft abalone tacos that are crispy and topped with fresh lime. The cold ocean breeze in Monterey makes unprepared visitors shiver, and the luxurious hotels near Cannery Row are quite expensive. Monterey does not need water slides or neon lights. The charm of this place lies in the otters playing with the waves, a bowl of sourdough bread filled with rich clam chowder, and the butterflies turning the forest into a vibrant, living artwork. The only place in California where you can enjoy fresh oysters while watching wild deer. The towering cliffs rise more than 600 feet with waves crashing and creating white foam at their base, forming a majestic scene that leaves anyone in awe. Unlike the bustling atmosphere of San Francisco, the cuisine of Point Reyes has a pure flavor. Try the fresh oysters from Drake's Bay that are sweet and refreshing as they melt in your mouth. We have organic cheese from traditional family farms. A cafe in a small town serves toasted bread topped with homemade raspberry jam. This simple charm will make your heart feel at ease. This place invites you to hike 4 miles to the Point Reyes Lighthouse, where fog dances around the ancient white tower. If you are fortunate, you may encounter a herd of tule elk, a species native only to California, gently grazing among the fields of golden flowers. A useful tip is to avoid dense fog by arriving before 10 in the morning. Wear hiking shoes because the Tamales Point Trail has many rocky areas, or visit in the fall to see the leaves change color along the migratory bird path. Unlike the crowded Muir Woods, this place does not have fancy restaurants. Only the fragrance of the countryside and the sea is the most precious gift from the land and the ocean. Point Reyes is a place where you take off your shoes, breathe in the salty sea air, and let nature remind you that the heart of California still beats with a wild rhythm. If you haven't started the Point Reyes journey yet, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming journeys I'll be sharing. Enjoying Baja Med cuisine in San Diego is even better than in Mexico. San Diego cuisine proudly features the Baja Med style, which is created from fresh seafood and Mexican spices. Take a bite of a crispy fried fish taco with a crunchy corn shell that blends perfectly with a light sour cream sauce. Unlike New York, which emphasizes convenience, the cuisine here is as leisurely as the rhythm of the waves. Honor local ingredients such as tuna from Magdalena Bay. Little Italy Night Market is a paradise for those who love street experiences, the place where the scent of hot churros is intoxicating. You can surf at Pacific Beach in the early morning. In the evening, I stroll beneath the wide canopies of the ancient trees that cover 1,200 square miles in Balboa Park. San Diego offers both pristine hills and the beauty of Torrey Pines National Park. If you are a die-hard fan of comics, Comic-Con International will immerse you in the world of superheroes. The San Diego Zoo is home to rare giant pandas outside of China. You can touch the soft fur of a giraffe at the safari park, an experience that few zoos allow. Summer in San Diego is beautiful, but crowded with hotel prices reaching up to $300 per night. Consider visiting in the fall when the temperature is around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and the Beer Week Festival is filled with the aroma of craft beer. Avoid the Gaslamp Quarter on weekends if you do not enjoy noise. San Diego teaches us how to live slowly. Let this place embrace you with warm sunshine and ocean breezes. Amazed by the romantic rose garden with over 2,000 bushes at Balboa Park. California sunshine bathes the pristine white domes in gold, and Balboa Park emerges like a vibrant painting in the heart of San Diego. Let us explore every little corner of this urban park that spans 1,200 acres together. Stepping through the California Gate, which is 60 feet tall, I was amazed by the row of houses in the charming old Spanish style. I paused at the rose garden, with more than 2,000 rose bushes competing in color, where visitors often choose to take romantic wedding photos. I tried the carne asada burrito from a small restaurant near the Globe Theater. The fragrant grilled beef is wrapped in soft corn tortillas, a far cry from typical fast food. The San Diego Zoo in Balboa Park allows me to encounter the rare red panda. It is truly delightful to observe the long-tailed parrots from Chile in the tropical birdhouse, which accurately simulates the environment of the rainforests in South America. The next day, I spent the afternoon exploring 17 museums. The Museum of Man moved me with its exhibition about the journey of migration across the Pacific Ocean, while the Museum of Folk Art guided me through the stories of Native Americans. As the sunset painted the California Tower in shades of pink, I sat enjoying a refreshing glass of horchata. I realized the true allure of Balboa Park because it is a vibrant book that every visitor wants to keep a few pages of for themselves. I drank the most expensive cup of coffee in my life at Chimes Hill. My footsteps touched the Avalon Harbor at dawn, the place where the scent of the sea mingles with the aroma of bread wafting from a small bakery by the roadside. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Listen to the salty taste of the Pacific Ocean soaking into each fiber of the grilled mahi-mahi on the charcoal grill. Unlike the elaborate sushi dishes in Tokyo, Catalina cuisine showcases purity with its grilled red lobster, tender meat that melts in your mouth like gentle waves caressing the sandy shore. On the Trans-Catalina Trail, which is 37 miles long, I paused to admire a herd of golden-haired bison. They grazed leisurely, their eyes sparkling in the sunlight like vibrant amber stones. I could not help but smile when I saw a little fox, as small as a pine cone, darting across the path with its bushy tail raised like a plume of feathers. Just a gentle glance was enough to make my heart flutter. The zip line soared through the gray rock canyon with the wind whistling in my ears. As night fell, the old casino lit up, and the marble steps led the way into the universe of jazz music. The sound of the trumpet blended with the waves, making my dance a conversation with the soul of the island. Behind Chimes Hill, there is a small cafe hidden under the pine trees that serves a rich mocha topped with creamy buffalo milk. I learned to relax and let my spirit sink into the leisurely rhythm of the island where time is merely a luxury concept. Going to the beach in the United States without visiting Laguna Beach is a waste of life. I take my first steps on the soft sand of Laguna Beach. This coastal town in California is only 50 miles from Los Angeles and features 30-foot-high sandstone cliffs that glow with a fiery orange hue, embracing the clear bay waters. Unlike Malibu, which favors simple grilled seafood, the restaurants here transform yellowfin tuna into works of art. Cover the layer of sweet and spicy mango sauce. You can also try the rainbow tacos dish. Make with corn flour dyed with beetroot and turmeric. At Heisler Park Night Market, you will not regret it. strolling through 100 art galleries along Pacific Avenue, or participating in an outdoor painting class by the beach. While Santa Monica attracts visitors with its Ferris wheel, this place captivates with the Pageant of the Masters Festival, where people transform into living masterpieces of art. Go to tide pools at dawn to avoid the crowds and see the seaweed glowing like jewels. Park for free at Top of the World, a high area with a stunning panoramic view. However, keep in mind that the beachfront restaurants are often expensive, so enjoying lunch at a food truck will be more budget-friendly. The moment I stood still before the sunset at Thousand Steps Beach, where 252 steps lead down to the golden sandy bay glowing in the evening light, erased all the fatigue from being stuck in traffic on the way there. Come join me to pick grapes and taste wine right in the Napa Valley Vineyard. Napa Valley, located 50 miles north of San Francisco, is a sanctuary for wine. Unlike the spicy and bold flavors of Mexican cuisine, Napa captivates diners with fresh ingredients straight from the farm. Sun Gold tomatoes, incredibly sweet, from the Oakville garden. Brie cheese is fragrant and creamy, combined with Cabernet wine that has a rich mulberry aroma. The chefs here particularly favor the technique of smoking with applewood. Create a crispy coating for the steak. Try exploring the Yountville Night Market. You will find that street food has its own unique character, such as tacos filled with Wagyu beef, matcha mixed with champagne. Napa captivates with its mornings that float in the sky alongside hot air balloons. The sunrise appears at an altitude of 1,500 feet, and the valley is draped in a dreamy shade of pink and orange. You can also ride your bike along the 12-mile-long road through the vineyards. Stop and soak in the natural hot springs in Calistoga. Avoid the crowded summer season and the sky-high room rates. The months of September through November are ideal for enjoying the falling leaves and participating in the Grape Harvest Festival. Book a wine tasting tour in advance to save 20% on costs. As the sun sets and you sit on the porch of a wooden house sipping a glass of Chardonnay aged in an oak barrel, you will understand why people describe Napa as strangely peaceful. Strangely, the scent of pine wood struck by lightning serves as the secret ingredient in the local cuisine. 5 o'clock in the morning at Viking's Home Castle. Fog wraps around the stone turret and the lake is 1,645 feet deep. I am breathing in a wave-like rhythm, choosing the rocky slope of Secret Cove as my escape from the sun, where the roots of ancient pines cling to the cliff like the lifeblood of the earth. My dinner passed by with the sound of crackling firewood at a wooden restaurant by the roadside. The dish of beef Tahoe grilled on volcanic rocks makes the meat as tender as autumn clouds. Cover a layer of sour red wine sauce made from native red grapes. What makes the cuisine here unique is the aroma of smoke from old pine wood, struck by lightning, a flavor that the chef refers to as the soul of the mountains and forests. When the first snow blankets heavenly, Lake Tahoe dons a sparkling cloak. I ride the cable car suspended over the valley where skiers race down the 3,600 feet slope like a whirlwind. In the northern pine forest, I encountered a tiny creature that made my heart race, the golden furred Tahoe chipmunk, a species that only appears when the morning dew still clings to the leaves. On the last night, I built a campfire with a bottle of local Zinfandel wine, listening to the Washoe legend of the water fairy, a beautiful explanation for the deep blue that had captivated the young girl for 9 full moons. Traveling for a day can lead to getting lost in Mammoth Lakes. I arrived in Mammoth Lakes on a crisp autumn morning. The thin air at an elevation of 7,800 feet made my breathing slow down. The first breakfast is deliciously roasted pink salmon. The chef uses a type of fish caught from Convict Lake. There is no complicated sauce flavor, just sea salt and fresh lemon. This minimalist cooking style is a contrast to the complex cuisine of San Francisco. I chose the Duck Pass Trail, which is 10 miles long, to walk through the ancient pine forest. I encountered some ground squirrels basking in the sun. This type of rodent only lives at elevations above 6,000 feet. As the evening descends, I immerse myself in the warm waters of Wild Willie's hot spring. The natural mineral water soothes away my fatigue. When the sun sets, Mammoth Lakes is one of the few places in California where the Milky Way can be clearly seen. However, visitors who are sensitive to high altitudes should spend 24 hours acclimating. The feeling of dizziness can ruin the first experiences. Summer activities here mainly involve climbing volcanic rock. You should avoid riding a mountain bike if you are not familiar with steep terrain. Visit Schatz Bakery to taste the 3-day fermented rye bread. Do not hesitate to ask locals about lesser-known lakes like McCloud Lake. The nature here does not show mercy when you are unprepared, but will open its heart to those who have a longing for adventure. The mark of 90 years of the Golden Gate Bridge is a collection of moments that have entered history. Beneath the floating clouds, the Golden Gate Bridge stretches to connect the two shores of San Francisco Bay. This is the first suspension bridge in the world that is 1.7 miles long. The height of 746 feet of the two towers became a measure of human aspiration in the face of harsh nature. In the 1930s, thousands of workers battled against the cold ocean currents, thick fog, and fierce winds to connect the city with the wild land of Marine. Fog wraps around the base of the tower like a thin veil, revealing the Tamalpais mountain range in the distance, tinted with amber. Stop by Fort Point, the historic fortress located right beneath the bridge. This place holds a little-known secret about the first rivets that were hand-driven before machines took over. Are you hungry? Follow the path along Crissy Field to the Ferry Building Market. The Hog Island Oyster Company will let you sample fresh oysters. On your way back, you can hike up Battery Spencer Hill to enjoy a panoramic view of the bridge draped in a blanket of fog. Those proud steel beams still have to bow before the wrath of nature when winds reach 70 miles per hour, forcing the bridge to close. The bridge invites us to pause and see that the boundary between land and ocean is sometimes as fragile as a cable swaying in the wind. Admire the painted ladies, masterpieces of art that are over 100 years old in the heart of San Francisco. Stepping into the vibrant postcard, the Victorian painted ladies stand tall on Steiner Street in San Francisco. They are like a time machine, preserving the splendor of the 19th century with a height reaching 40 feet. The pointed towers, covered in shades of pastel pink, mint green, and cream yellow, create a perfect contrast against the backdrop of the modern city sky. Alamo Square Park is just a few steps away and is the perfect spot for picnics while enjoying the panoramic view. Do not miss the small bakery in Hayes Valley that serves delicious garlic butter cookies, or the coffee shop tucked away in an alley with rich espresso. The painted ladies have a downside during peak hours when they are crowded with tourists taking pictures, turning beautiful photo spots into battlegrounds. It is better to visit at dawn for a more complete experience. This neighborhood features intricately hand-carved oak rose decorations and a house number sign from the earthquake era of 1906. Do not hesitate to turn into the small alley behind the row of houses where a graffiti wall mimics the painted ladies with surprising pop art lines. Although there is a lack of parking space, you can easily take bus number 21 to get here. As the sun sets, the last light of the day caresses the domes, transforming the row of houses into a place where history does not sleep, breathing with the heartbeat of the present. Do you dare to step into the harshest place on this planet? Stepping into Death Valley National Park in California, you will understand why this place is called the most extreme valley on the planet. With temperatures reaching 134 degrees Fahrenheit, this is the hottest, driest, and lowest location in North America. Badwater Basin, the lowest point at 282 feet below sea level, is a vast expanse of white salt that creates a feeling of being on another planet. In contrast, Telescope Peak rises to 11,043 feet, covered in white snow during the winter. If you are looking for a casual dining experience, you should try the Cowboy Chili at Furnace Creek Ranch. It is a spicy beef stew served with rich cornbread that will ignite your taste buds. Artist's Drive is a 9-mile winding road through a rainbow-colored mountain range. At night, the sky is pitch black with thousands of twinkling stars. The small pupfish living in the salty waters of Devil's Hole is a testament to perseverance as they have survived for thousands of years in harsh conditions. A useful piece of advice for you is to avoid the summer months from June to August because the high temperatures can pose a danger to you. Bring at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. Fill up your gas tank before entering the park because gas stations are spaced several miles apart. Death Valley is not for the faint of heart, but if you dare to face the challenge, this place will reveal a different world where life and death are separated by a fragile boundary. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey. If you enjoy the unique chill spots of California, please like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss the next trip. I will join you in cloud hunting at Lake Tahoe, uncovering secrets in Santa Barbara, or trying luxurious wine in Napa Valley. Do not forget to comment on the location you want me to review next. Stay adventurous and keep exploring. I look forward to our next journey. In this video, we will take you to places that will leave you breathless because of their overwhelming beauty. Griffith Observatory, where you can touch the universe in the heart of Los Angeles. Is there a hidden time portal behind the giant telescopes, Capitola Village, a colorful village as if it stepped out of a fairy tale but hidden behind, is the haunting story that makes everyone shudder. San Simeon, a magnificent castle among the empty hills, where the billionaire once hosted parties with lions and bears as guests. Venice Canal, in the heart of America, where the million-dollar houses hide unexpected secrets beneath the calm water. Especially, I snuck into the redwood forest at midnight to capture sounds that cannot be explained by science. Do you dare to take a look?